So today we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where Rushina forms an empire. Now, if you don't know what Rushina is, it's the country in my Discord server. So basically, we've made sort of a country. My Discord server is called Rushina, and yeah, you can join at a link below. But this was requested by my Discord server. You can join that in the description below. And yeah, let's get into it. So Rushina is going to be represented as the colour red. And people who are attacking, such as, say, Greece, is going to be represented blue. So Rushina is going to be extremely buffed because they're not really that powerful in my Discord server. I mean, we're trying to get them to, but they're not really the most powerful. And their main rival is Egypt. So we see them declare war on Egypt. Let me just change this quickly. So we see Rushina basically declares war on Libya. Now, Rushina and Libya hate each other, or in my universe they do. That's too big. Let's go down quite a lot. Yeah, so Rushina and Libya hate each other. So we're going to take a look at that. So the first thing they do is land up here near sort of in eastern Libya and begin to work their way down. So they also make another landing in the middle to try and sort of cut round their capital, Tripoli. The advancement in the east goes well, and they cut off a hell of a load of Libyan troops, which surrender. And eventually the two front lines link up, and this is the front line we have. So we have the Rushina military taking capital Tripoli and working their way down to Libya. Now, just rolling through the country, because the rest of this is desert until Libya just decides to surrender. They go further down into the country, and eventually, after taking a lot of Libya's valuable land, or just mostly land, Libya decides, you know what, I'm out, peace, and surrenders. So we're going to take a look at a peace treaty here. So, I think this video is going to be fictional. So the peace treaty here, I'd say, is that Rushina gets this part given over to them, and also Libya gets himself given the new government, and they actually get another part of this sort of place. They actually get this part here. Actually, do I do that? No, it's kind of ugly. So this is at the extent of Rushina. So what do we see next? So we actually see Rushina attacking Italy. And this actually sets off quite a few people. So, if we go to, boom, do it at once. And then, oh, did it wrong. So, we see Rushina invade countries. And we don't see them invading one. We see them invading a lot more than that. So Rushina actually invades Greece, Albania, and Italy. So let's see that happen. So Rushina instantly gets their troops all ready and all geared up, and takes them into Greece. They land on this island, take the island, and begin to move up the coast. Meanwhile, in Albania, though, they're getting troops with Italy and striking ports of Rushina. Rushina doesn't like this, and eventually they land on parts of Italy and start attacking them. They completely take the island of Sicily and begin to move up the Italian peninsula. Meanwhile, though, they continue to push up the Greek area and now threaten the capital, Athens. While pushing up here, the Albanians coming down from the south, or coming up from the north, actually come down and push back the Rushinans. But the Albanians aren't really strong. The Rushins had their guard down, and they just come back up and swiftly push through Greece. Now Greece is kind of trapped, and they just decide, I'm out, and they just surrender. Because, there's no point in them staying in the war, because they're just lost. So we see them swiftly move up throughout Albania and take the country, and now it's just Italy. Now Italy are stronger than these two countries combined, so what's this? So we see them continue to move up the Italian peninsula and now threaten Rome. They take the capital, Rome, and basically Italy just sort of collapses. And then eventually they decide to surrender. So yeah, that was an interesting war. That was a very interesting war. So we're going to actually have a look at peace treaty now. So peace treaty wise, I think a lot would happen. So this island here in Greece, I actually changed colours so you guys see, but this island in Greece will be given over to Rushina, as they're extremely close to it and they kind of just deserve it. Some of these islands are given over to Rushina. Like this. Sicily is given to Rushina, and a part of Italy down here is also given to Rushina. Well, this makes Italy look utter horrible, but actually it's really curved. I hate that. So, and then they also get a tiny bit out of Albania. No, I'm just joking. Albania just has to pay heavy war reparations, which is cool. So we're just going to take a look at the sort of Rushina Empire, as you could call it. So this is their empire at the moment. They need to expand a hell of a lot more, and that's what they're going to do. So they continue to basically patrol the Mediterranean Sea, and now basically they want to threaten. They want to threaten Spain. They want to threaten Spain, Algeria, and Tunisia. So they're probably going to go after all three of them next. So we see they obviously go and they threaten Spain, which in turn basically angers, or they threaten Spain, which angers France, as you know, because I think they kind of like each other. I'm not sure about Spanish-French relations. You have to let me know in the comments. But anyway, we're going to see, so countries that will not be getting involved will be Italy, Switzerland, France, Germany, etc., etc. So these four, they're going to be invading and going to war against, which actually is going to be quite funny. So I want to see this. So we have the entire sort of Rushina Empire fighting against, these four, I guess. So it's these four against the entire Rushina Empire. So let's take a look at what happens. So the Rushinians almost immediately land on some sort of peninsula of Tunisia and begin to move down the coast. After fighting heavily, they take Tunis, and Tunisia collapses. Meanwhile, though, Algerian troops meet up with French, and the French and Algerian troops manage to cross back over and keep a little bit of Tunisia. While up north, the Rushinans managed to push past of the break-in and capture Algiers. After sweeping along the coast really quickly, Algerians are then ordered to evacuate to the desert, where they definitely know the war won't go. Oh yeah, that's not good. So the Rushinans push them back, and eventually they sort of just collapse. They've got nothing left, they've just got a desert, and they can't really do anything. They're getting pushed down from all sides, and eventually, after some fierce fighting, we see Algeria collapse. Now it's just between France and Spain. Wow, this is going to go well. So they land on the Spanish peninsula and also take Gibraltar, which angers the British, but at this point in time, we're not going to get the British involved because they're just going to slap them. But we see the Rushinans land on Spain and capture most of their coast. Well, not most of it, they capture all of it, pretty much. This is kind of a weird border, and they begin to push up. They push up near Madrid and eventually capture Madrid. This sees the country fall as Barcelona and Madrid basically leave the war. or get absolutely destroyed and captured, and Galicia declares independence. You see Spain collapse, and now the full-on invasion into France. This is going to go very fast. So France immediately loses most of its cities. This is annoying me. So France immediately loses a lot of its cities for the Rushina invasion down into the south of their country. And they begin to push up towards Strasbourg. After taking Strasbourg, they push round and start making offensives on the outside on France's border, basically to stop anyone else getting involved. They continue to push up from the south and eventually getting heavily close to getting near to Paris. Eventually, after some fierce fighting, Paris is taken. And that's the end of this huge war. So let's take a look at peace treaty, shall we? And I have said I will start editing these videos soon. I say this every video and I need to start doing it. So we actually see Rushina gain a lot in this peace treaty here. So what they actually do is they gain full recognition of Tunisia. Well, not full recognition. They gain all of Tunisia. Now, actually, do you know what? No, they don't. They gain part of this down here. Or they gain all of this round here is theirs. But then this is the new Tunisian state down here. They also gain quite a bit of Algeria. By quite a bit, I mean a lot of well, not really quite a bit. I don't know how to. I can't talk properly today. I barely ever can. So they gain part of Algeria, and Algeria has to pay war reparations. In Spain, Catalonia and Galicia are given independence. That is a horrible Galician line. Oh no. And we also see them take a chunk out of Spain's coast. This is just a coastal nation. I'm joking, they don't take any Spain. But they do take a bit of France, as France basically gets this taken away from them. Now, the rest of the countries have to pay war reparations. And, yeah, I mean, Rushina hasn't got the biggest empire, they've just got the weirdest empire. Is it that good? Nah. I don't think Rushina could get any bigger than this without setting off the world. So we're just going to take a look at their empire. Now, well, basically these two own them? No, I'd say not. So we're just taking a look at their empire. They're pretty strong, but then they're not the biggest, really, at all. I mean, all they really gained from that war was part of France and part of Algeria and top half of Tunisia. Yeah, they didn't really gain a lot. So that's kind of the Rushina Empire. Oh, they actually gained down here as well. So that's the Rushina Empire. They're just like coast. They literally love coast. So if you guys did enjoy this video, if you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're aiming for 70 subscribers next, and then 100 subs, and that'll be amazing. So I did want to say, please join my Discord server. Link in the description. You can come talk to me there. You can ask what program I use. It's in the channel. You can talk to my mods. You can talk to admins. You can talk to anyone. You can talk to other people like my videos. You can do mapping scenarios. You can do anything. Just don't break the rules though. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button, subscribe, join the Discord server, and I'll see you in the next one.